Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing. If you're wondering what the sound is in the back, it's just my dog chewing on her bone there. But let's get into it, guys. Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. I knew people were going to be criticizing Shakur, no matter how this fight really went, especially the way it went. Um, and when you think about it, guys, I think they are a little bit harsh on Shakur. I mean, what do you expect, guys? This is his style. Shakur's style is defense first. I don't know why we're expecting Shakur to be something he's not. I mean, obviously, his last very good vintage performance that people enjoyed was the Valdez fight, but that was a totally different fighter. And this was kind of a lose lose situation for him because no one knew Josh Padley. So no matter what he did, unless he knocked him out in 3 rounds or under, it wasn't going to be good. You know what I mean? People are going to criticize. Now, my only criticism of Shakur is this. Obviously, the fight kind of ended anticlimactic, so that was kind of I didn't like. I mean, Josh Padley, he put up a game performance, respect to him, but it just kind of ended anticlimactic because it looked like he was in the fight. It looked like it was going to go the distance, and then the body shot just got him out of there. And my theory on it is he didn't really have a full training camp. He wasn't in boxing shape. He was in regular shape, but he wasn't in boxing shape. He was just at his electrician job like the night before. So obviously, I think he kind of gassed out, and the body shots, Shakur was smart to go to the body to get him out of there because the headshots weren't going to get him out of there. And but yeah, guys, like let's stop criticizing Shakur for something he's not. He's not a come forward knockout puncher. He's not that kind of guy that will seek and destroy. He's just not that guy. He's defense. He lands clean shots. And I mean, he landed beautiful clean shots, I'm not going to lie, but it's just the fact that the opponent is not a top guy. I mean, it was a lose-lose situation for him. Now, my one criticism, like I said, I was going to get to is his hand problems. It looked like he hurt his hand during the fight. He started wincing in pain, and then it looked like Josh Padley started doing some good work, little good work there. He started to make it a little bit competitive, like a little bit. It's not like he was landing super clean on Shakur, but it seemed like Shakur was noticeably slowing down because the hand was bothering him. Now, this is an issue going forward, guys, because if he keeps on hurting his hands like this, I don't know if he can continue to keep on boxing at the highest level because he just had the hand surgery and now he's having hand problem again. And I don't know, is it the right hand? Is it the left hand? I thought it was the left hand because it was weird because after the fight in the dressing room, he had his right hand in the ice bucket, which made no sense because I thought it was his left hand. So is it both his hands now? I don't know. And it comes to my theory is, and I always thought this, Shakur looks like he does have good power. It looks like he's got good snap. Now I'm not saying he's got triple G power or Archer better be of power, but I'm saying, Shakur looks like he's got some decent snap on his shots. And I think he has more power than Devin Haney does. I'm starting to think that it's not that he doesn't have power. I think his hands are so compromised that he's afraid to even put any sort of power on them anymore. That's my theory now on it. But because it looks like when he was sitting down on his shots, he was wincing in pain every time. And if this has happened in every fight, what's he gonna do when he's in there with Tank or a Tiafimo or a Ryan Garcia? I don't know if he can overcome that if he has a hand injury in the middle of a fight against one of those guys. I don't know if he can pull off the win, to be honest. That's my only criticism going forward. And I don't know what he's got to do. I don't know if he can do anything to really fix his hands at this point. Your hands have like the most bones in your body, I think, in your hand. I could be wrong, but I heard that. So it's a very intricate part of your body, a lot of little parts and bones. So I don't know what's gonna happen if he has to start injecting his hands with something. But I think it's illegal in a lot of states to do that. I know Floyd used to do that in Las Vegas because it's allowed there, but a lot of other states I don't think you're allowed to do that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they changed it. Other than that, though, I don't know what he's gonna do because in training you can't just inject your hands every time you're gonna hit the bag or spar. So this is definitely a major concern going forward. But as for the performance, I mean, he got him out of there, guys. He knocked him out. But like I said, considering it was a guy who just worked to shift at somebody's home to fix their wiring in their house the night before the fight, I mean, no matter what Shakur did, unless he got him out of there in under 3 rounds, there's going to be criticism. And that's just not Shakur Stevenson's game plan to seek and destroy and rush in like that. And I think when his hand got hurt, I think the whole game plan went out the window of him trying to end the fight even earlier than he wanted to. That's why it lasted even longer than it should have. But, I mean, you could argue that if Josh Padley had a full camp, it would have went the distance. I know you could argue that. But you can't deny that. I mean, he landed super clean shots. He was clearly levels above Josh Padley. But people are going to hate no matter what. But it definitely going forward, this is a huge concern for him fighting someone like Tank if he's going to keep on hurting his hand. I got to say that, though, because is it both hands now? I mean, he's got the right hand in the ice bucket, a left hand in the fight. I don't know anymore. Is it both his hands now? Is that why he's not knocking guys out? He's afraid to put any power on his shots. So, yeah, guys, I don't know what's going forward. Josh Padley, though, respect to him. I heard Turkey Al-Sheikh hooked him up with a new house. He bought him a home, and he gave him a 7-figure payday. So, I mean, you got to respect that. He put up a fight. He wasn't going to lay down, and I think he had that pride, though, that he couldn't because the man just bought you a home. I think you can't just take a knee now. You got to go out on your shield now after that. I would anyway. If the man bought me a home, I'm like, I can't just take a knee now. I got to fight to win, even though I'm totally outmatched, but so going forward, I don't know what Shakur's going to do about this hand problem, but, I mean, yeah, we'll see going forward what happens. Definitely not good for him, but we'll see how Tank does against Lamont Roach. Maybe he looks vulnerable. I don't know. But that's the fight we all want to see, guys. Tank versus Shakur. Let's make it happen. I think we're ready. We're ready for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the fight, guys. Shakur, he did what he had to do, and he was going to get criticism, like I said, no matter pretty much what he did. It was going to be hard not to get any criticism, because if he did this to a name opponent, like a top guy that everyone knew, I mean, no one would be complaining that he stopped him, obviously. But the fact that it was a guy that obviously wasn't ranked super high. I don't think he was anyway. I've never really heard about him till now. And he's an electrician. He's not even like a full-time boxer. And he didn't even have a full-time training camp. And then you got a guy like Shakur who had a full training camp. He has so much resources and money to just focus on boxing, and the other guy don't. And I could see the criticism there. But I mean, that's just his style, guys. We got to accept that. That's Shakur's style. So anyway, guys, Josh Padley, respect to him. He put up a good fight. And respect to Turkey Al-Sheikh, hooking the man up with a home and a 7-figure payday. And hopefully Shakur's hands can heal up good so we can see him at his full self when he fights someone like Tank, because he's going to need it. He can't be compromised. But yeah, that's what I have for today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And I think people do... Oh, yeah, one more thing. I think people criticize... I was going to say Curtis Stevens. They criticize Shakur because he gives off that kind of cocky personality, that cocky kind of aura to him. He's always posting on like social media about people posting clips about him, about how good he is. So you could say maybe he's a little kind of ego. He's got a big ego there. So I could see that. But I mean, he got the knockout, guys. That's all I got to say. And I mean, we want the Tank fight now.